Welcome everyone to this week's Hot Planet Repair Team meeting. It's Thursday, May 19th. We hold this meeting every 2 weeks. Alan's going to start us off with today's agenda.
So we're going to go through a bunch of updates. Membership, I don't know the total number, but I think we've had over 120 people sign up as members or asked to become members. If you guys could remind us, we'll do an accounting for the next meeting and we'll actually come up with our total membership numbers. We're looking for people that want to help us market, storytell, and derive content. And content can range from a picture to probably a book if you want to write a book. But I won't recommend that right now.
Or TikTok.
Or yeah, even do a TikTok. That's fine. Steve, you can do dancing for us. We're looking for what kind of content we ought to do. Donations, we've gotten a few $100s in donations. It's paying for the websites and things like that. Some of our corporate sponsoring is happening from some of the companies we're associated with. And then we're going to talk about upcoming events and some things we want to do there. So one of the things we're looking at is creating membership levels, probably two different paths. One would be for just sort of general membership, the old bronze, gold, platinum type membership approach. And what we need to do is, what do you want to see in those memberships? Do you want to have selected information and materials and news feeds directed to you? Content directed to you? Do you want swag, cool t-shirts that put the message out there? What are you looking for? Do you want those types of things? And then we're looking at one that Darian came up with, which is I thought really cool, the VIP membership levels. VIP doesn't mean VIP like you think it does. It means very important planet. The very important planet level probably is going to start at like $1,000 membership, targeted at people who really want to contribute in corporate sponsorships, other donations and endowment type things. And basically there'll be probably 2 or 3 levels inside of that is what I'm expecting. But we're defining those right now. We'd like to get to a paid membership model probably sometime in June. If you have friends that want to sign up and get into the free side, they better do it quickly. We'll probably still have some just affiliate memberships that are free, but right now we're trying to really focus on this. Next slide. Do you want to talk about this, Allison?
Yep. Jake and I have an editorial calendar and we meet once a week and come up with stories. So Jake is actually on vacation this week. So we did actually go over a story, but it'll probably come out next week. As always, spread the word. Talk about us on social media, like our stuff. Tyler puts up lots of posts, share them, like them. And again, if anyone that wants to contribute, if you want to give suggestions for our editorial calendar, if you want to tell us about stories you might like to see or information what you would like, please let us know. You can email Jake or myself, send us a message on LinkedIn, whatever you like. The emails are always first name, last name at hotplanet.repair. So let us know. We want your feedback. We want to know what you want to see.
I know there were some changes on Just Giving or something. Rich, do you have any info on that?
Yeah. Overall, there's no news on the USDA grant, but I don't know if you've been over to our newsroom since our last meeting, but we did post an article describing our pilot project, and it also includes a link to the USDA grant if you want to actually look at it. And it touches on the need to fuel the engines of planet repair. So yeah, take a look at our newsroom if you haven't seen that already. As most of you probably know, we've chosen Blackbaud as our platform to manage our fundraising efforts. They've finally got their web tool working that we've been waiting for and updated. So we now have a link in our donate page that goes to their Just Giving web tool that will allow you to donate online now, either personally or anonymously. And I think you can actually create your own little fundraising effort for HPRT if you want. So take a look at our donate page. There's a big button there that gets you to the Just Giving tool. Otherwise, I know Tyler had some news about Kiva that we raised a little bit of money there.
We reached $5,000 in microloans with our HPRT microloan team. Kiva has provided close to $2 billion now in microloans around the world. And we put a Hot Planet Repair team site together. So interestingly, everyone's welcome to join and be a part of the Kiva HPRT team. I've been really focusing a lot on women in agriculture and sustainable projects in a microfinance standpoint. And I've been doing Kiva loans for close to 15 years. Several, I think 600 or so, 700 loans in over 60 countries. That's been kind of a passion project of mine for quite a long time. And so I put the HPRT team together for Kiva. Everyone's welcome to join. We just hit the $5,000 mark.
Tyler, can you tell us how that works?
What happens is we identify entrepreneurs from around the world, have a profile where they have a business that they would like to expand, coffee, agriculture of any sort, or crafts, or even just helping with existing businesses, retail and whatnot, rice farming, things like that, or even solar panels. These are anywhere from a couple $100s to several $1,000 loans. And Kiva does $25 loan units. People from around the world collectively crowdfund everyone. So there's a couple $1 million worth of loans that are fulfilled every week. And we have our own little team effort to do just that, to make a difference. And it gets repaid back to you. So it's not like you're making money on it, but you can make a donation, and then you can reloan that money. Effectively, when you put money into your Kiva account, it's a ball of goodwill and good karma. You basically turn yourself into an international bank of you that allows you to perpetuate that goodwill around the world to the people that need it the most.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. I mean, Tyler, you got involved a long time ago. I got involved about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We put a couple $100 in, and guess what? It's turned over so many times now and helped so many people. It's ridiculous. You don't have the bankers in it trying to wring every penny of profit out of it, which is a real good thing.
Yeah, and it's super impactful. I'll talk about my involvement at the UN a couple of weeks ago. We had delegates from around the world that came in. It was really interesting because this was an event based around the hemp industry. There's a tremendous capacity for that crop to be extremely beneficial for climate change and converting basically from a hydrocarbon-based economy to a biocarbon-based economy. There's some incredible opportunities there. So I was there speaking with all the delegates and networking with people that came in from around the world to share what we're doing from the untrashing standpoint, as well as from the standpoint of the recent USDA grant application for carbon capture and climate smart commodities. And it really struck a chord incredibly well with everyone that was there. I've been asked to speak at the next event in October, November. And then I was also asked to speak at a big hemp conference in Nashville in August.
Congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you. So I'll have more updates on that as dates firm up, and I'll share as much as I can along the way.
So one of the things we are also working on is a series of presentations that everybody that's a member of HPRT can use to either do public events or corporate sponsorship presentations, or just general purpose presentations on our mission and what we're doing. That stuff should start coming out next week. The corporate one will come out first because we're targeting some corporates. These will all be online. It'll just be a link. You can send it to everybody. And the reason we're doing these online is that we can make changes without having to send a bunch of files out and keep files updated with everybody. You hit that link, it'll be the freshest there is. We're looking for other events we can speak at. Tyler spoke at another one this Tuesday night, and it was a local event with 20 people. So we're getting the word out to everybody we can, and we're looking for that. We'll turn everybody into an evangelist here.
I wanted to mention the meeting that I held at the Marco Island Center for the Arts. That was really exciting because it was a full crowd. And it was a diverse set of people that were involved in and want to be more sustainable. And sharing the scope of the problem at first was a little shocking for everybody, but helping them realize that the size of the solution has to equal the scale of the problem that we see. It really allowed them to realize how giant a shift that we have. We have 2 billion tons of municipal solid waste that's created every year. We've got 50 billion tons of emissions every year. We have a big challenge ahead of us to figure out how to decarbonize and untrash. The scope of the solution is massive, and it's honestly the biggest opportunity in the history of mankind.
Well, next thing is a happy hour next Thursday, right, Tyler? Next event?
Yep. Come on in. We'll just kind of open it up, have discussions, get better acquainted with one another. We've had various guests come in from various backgrounds, really incredible backgrounds that want to be involved and really help spread the word of HPRT as well as the various solutions for planet repair.
Any questions, answers, or reflections?
I have one.
So go, Steve.
I saw a very interesting film, movie, documentary on Chuck Leavell, a great musician, keyboardist. If you don't know who he is, send me a private message, but that's beside the point. They're talking about his career and all the great bands he's played with. But then it led into him owning or inheriting a 1,000-acre tree farm in Georgia. He's very much into doing that, conservation. He understands about climate change. I was kind of scribbling down some notes while I was watching this. It was a great movie. But it was the Mother Nature Network. So I went to the website real quick after watching the movie, and it morphed into Tree Hugger. It is the name of the site right now. I'm following their Twitter feed. I think they have a LinkedIn page, and there could be some value there. It's just something I wanted to bring up.
Cool. We'll have to take a look at it. Can you share the link to their website on Telegram?
So last
Any-
week, guys, I think it was a week just after our last meeting there, I went outside with my kids and they said, Mom, it stinks out here. And I said, well, maybe there's something on fire. Turns out the Calgary dump was on fire. So the Calgary firefighters had to go put it out. So yeah, we have to untrash this city. I tell you, I'm going to be looking into it for sure.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Well, we're going to have some fun stuff to show everybody in about 2 weeks with some of the new presentations. We're cooking up some interesting ideas on how we gamify all this, and we'll talk about that in about 2 weeks. We're working with trying to entice some fairly big partners to come in. I'll spill the beans a little bit. We're looking at a hot planet repair game that spans the metaverse and real life and merges simulations of planet repair with actual real planet repair projects, the connectory, the playbooks, and the leagues. We'll be showing an outline on that. I think it'll be very interesting to see how we can merge all these things together, because if we can get a bunch of people playing a simulation game on repairing the planet, they might find the fastest solutions.
That's great. Very cool.
That's going to be coming up, and we're going to run it by a whole bunch of people. Anyone else?
I think that's good for now. And we'll get this recorded and out to the YouTube channel, and we'll keep spreading the word and keep recruiting and keep spreading the planet repair message, because there's a lot of work to do.
Thank you, guys.
Have a
Thanks,
good one.
Have a good week.
Take care.
Happy
Bye.
May long, guys.
Yes.
Enjoy.
For the Canadians, happy long weekend.
Oh yeah.